So your spirit guide's biggest concern is that you are going to hang up the phone with me and say, well, that was cute. Anyway, let's move on. And completely ignore the fact that you were just connected with all-knowing angelic beings who are supposed to help guide you on your path every day. So if you hang up the phone and you're like, well, that was really interesting. Anyway, whatever. Like, your spirit guides are going to sit there exchanging glances like, seriously? Really? Are you being serious right now? Like, that's it? That's all she wrote? Like, we're this team that's here to help guide you and you're just going to ignore us and pretend like we're not here? Hello? Getting a professional reading is great, but your angels want to talk to you every day. They want to connect with you every day. So how can you help them? You can develop your intuition. And they take intuitive development very, very seriously. So what are you doing when you develop your intuition? Well, you're developing a sensitivity to energy, number one. If you're an empath, you're very compassionate towards other people. You're going to be sensitive to energy, sensitive to, other people's energy, the energy in the room. You're going to become more sensitive the more you open up your third eye, take classes, meditate, etc. Your sense of smell is going to become more sensitive. Your sense of hearing is going to become more sensitive. You're going to have heightened awareness, and it's called Kundalini. It's like the physical symptoms of being enlightened and connecting with the other side. So your gut's going to be more sensitive. You're going to feel more things in your gut. You're going to know whether to go left or right at each intersection. So the intuitive development classes are invaluable. So, sometimes during a session, they'll encourage people to develop it for personal use. If it's the person's life purpose, they'll ask them to develop it for professional use. But I wanted to make this video stressing the importance of developing your intuition, because first of all, they're going to try to guide you towards your life purpose and your career. Make sure your heart is open to humanity. You're pursuing heart-focused work, your truth. What if you just blow off your truth? Like, I could never be an actress. Like, it's too competitive. I could never do that. And your spirit guides are like, yes, we're going to help you. Hello, we're right here. We're going to bring people and opportunities on your path. By the way, please don't blow off that person because they're going to help you. Like, yeah, don't block yourself by blowing off your angels, because you never know. So don't have any limited beliefs or energetic blocks to receiving the abundance the universe wants to give you. So open your heart to humanity. They're going to worry about the law of attraction and universal energies rising up to support you in your life purpose. So every single bit of advice they give you is going to be strategic. It's all going to be for a reason. Now, maybe you sign up for an acting class because you do decide to embrace your truth. And then you meet your soulmate in that acting class. So then your love life follows suit. You see, like, they want to help you meet your soulmate and your twin flame in relationships that are going to help you and bring you spiritual fulfillment and love and happiness at your core and fulfill your needs. And it's going to be a fantastic energetic exchange because you're both going to give the other what they need. And I have news for you. The light doesn't bring everybody onto your path. If you have a romantic partner, who says the light put them there? Sometimes the dark puts them there to pull you down. If you have an emotionally abusive partner, that's just the dark trying to take you down through your partner. So that's when you have to demonstrate self-love and break up with them. But your angels are going to make your gut hurt, because every time you're with this person, they're going to make your gut bother you, and they're going to say, separate out now. This person's bad for you. They're bad for your soul. They're damaging your heart. Separate out now. So they're going to try to guide you forward in your career, your love life. I'll take it a step further. It's really fun being my friend, by the way. I went online and got concert tickets. And as soon as I completed the transaction, my gut started bothering me, and I mean a lot, not a little. I felt nauseous. It got really tight. It was just the grossest feeling ever. I was like, great. I know what that means. It means I did something wrong. It means I wasn't supposed to go to this concert. So I sat there and I'm like, I really want to go to this concert. You've got to be kidding me. This sucks. And so I said, okay, why can't I go to this concert? And they show me being like hit in the head. Like I get hit in the head or whatever. And so I'm like, what, do the people behind me hate me or something? Like, what's the deal? That was all I was getting, was like this blunt force trauma to the head. And so I couldn't go, and I definitely couldn't sell the tickets, because what if it happened to the person that bought the tickets for me? So I couldn't sell the tickets in good conscience, so I just had to eat it. Then I had to tell my best friend, hey, I have good news and bad news. I bought these concert tickets for us as like a surprise for you, but we can't go because something bad happens and I'm really sorry. So my bestie's like, great, you suck, right? So the concert comes and goes, and I'm in the shower the other day, and I said, hey, since the concert came and went, can you guys tell me like what the deal was with that? And I was in the shower, so I was like relaxed and open and just washing my hair. So can you show me what the deal is? And they showed me that I actually fell. Like I end up falling at this concert. We were sitting in the nosebleeds. So we were like up like way in the back, like in the nosebleed section of this venue. And I ended up like eating it. I just fall. And I was like, oh my gosh. So they didn't like keep me from an accident. They kept me from a bad accident. Now, when you develop your intuition, you know what never happened. You know what you've been saved from. Maybe they steer you away from aluminum in your deodorant so you don't get breast cancer, whatever. Like, you don't know what never happened. But if you develop your intuition and you're able to connect with your angels like this, you do know what never happened. You find out, holy crap, you prevented this from happening. Thank you. I love you. Yeah. So things that really suck at the time are always for a good reason later. So, yeah, they can prevent accidents. They've prevented several with me, car accidents, etc. Yeah. You know what's really weird is, as a matter of fact, before I almost got into a car accident, I wasn't driving, I was sitting in the back seat. It was very odd. Before I almost got into a car accident, it was like I felt this darkness come over the car. Very odd. Like all of a sudden I just got like this really dark feeling. It didn't necessarily feel like my intuition, like, hey, something bad is about to happen, but it just felt like the dark overtaking the car. And I was like, what? That is very odd. Luckily the accident didn't happen. And the way it didn't happen is very odd in itself. I would have to say that was divine intervention personally, because the way the driver was acting was just very strange. So sensitivity is important. Sensitivity in your gut is important. Opening your third eye is important. Meditation, quieting your mind so that your angels can get through is important. They're going to try to come through to you in the shower. I was recently doing a reading for somebody where they kept showing me him in the shower, and I'm like, what? Perverts? What do you keep showing me that for? They're like, tell him to listen to us when he's in the shower. He can hear us there. I'm like, all right. Good place to listen to your angels. That's when you should ask all the questions, apparently. I'm going to take it a step further. There was a woman who was having marital problems. She was having problems with her husband, and her angels were concerned that he was going to do something. So every time she was around her husband, they made her gut bother her. They were like kicking her in the stomach, like kicking her in the gut, like, he's trouble, he's trouble, he's trouble, he's trouble. Get a divorce, get a divorce, get a divorce. Separate out, separate out, separate out. And she did not listen to her gut. And so her angels were like, oh, Jesus, this isn't working. We got to come through some other people. So her angels came through to her through friends suggesting that she get a divorce, coworkers suggesting that she get a divorce. One of her coworkers was even intuitive, where she felt like she was getting an intuitive download for her, where she came and like sat in her cube and wouldn't like get up and leave and like talk to her and was like, dude, I actually feel him like plotting like something. Like your husband feels like he's plotting something really bad. You need to like get out. And so her ego kicked in, this woman's ego kicked in, and she just blew off her coworker. She's like, it's fine. He adores me. He's not going to do anything. I'm fine. So she just blew it off. And so her angels are sitting there like, this isn't good. Like, we're trying to come through coworkers, friends, her gut, like none of this is working. We're trying to warn her, and none of this is working. So her husband did end up killing her. He shot her. He murdered her. He did end up killing her. He was not well. He was like, on drugs and stuff, and just, struggling with depression, wasn't working at the time, and he shot her. And, when I tuned into the other side, because I had heard about this, when I tuned in the other side, I was like, where the heck were you guys? What the heck? And they were like, we tried. They're like, Christine, we tried. And they showed me like how they tried. And I was like, man, what if this woman had developed her intuition? I mean, really, what if she had actually developed her intuition? Maybe she could have saved her own life. Because when your life is in danger, that's when your angels come through the strongest. But if you're not listening to your gut, or you don't even know what that feeling is, or you just think you have an upset stomach, you're not going to know. So ignorance is not bliss. Knowledge is power. And developing your intuition is really, really important, which is why I wanted to make this video stressing that. Because if you just take the time to develop your intuition just with one class, you could be not only saving your own life, but other people's lives. These all-knowing angelic beings are very, very powerful. They have the power to guide you towards amazing and wonderful things and good opportunities and wonderful relationships. And they also have the power to guide you away from tragedy and loss. So I encourage you to please, whether personal use, professional use, whatever, please take the time to develop your intuition and connect with your angels, because they really only want the best for you. And according to my light flicker, they agree. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.